We're here at M25, here with my friend and pastor, Matt Gordon. We came for an interview to talk about a testimony and a miracle.
Well, see, I grew up in the church. My dad was a pastor. I've been in the church my entire life. But there had to come a moment when I had to make a personal relationship with Jesus Christ for myself. And I had to realize that I had a need for Jesus Christ. I had a need for him.
Yeah.
And so I made a decision for Jesus at a church camp. And I was around 16 years old. And I followed the Lord. But there came a time in my life shortly after high school that I started to make some bad decisions that weren't pleasing to the Lord. And so I had just had to, the Lord just started to bring me back to himself. I had felt like that the Lord had, as we saw in the Bible with Saul, that it said that God had no longer heard Saul. I had felt like that God had turned his back from me and he no longer heard my prayers. And so I just still prayed and said, Lord, please don't do that to me. Please don't do that to me.
Mm.
And so I just was praying, Lord, I want your will for my life. And I knew, I looked at my life and I said, I know I'm called to the ministry, but uh, my life is the same today as it was a year prior. In every way, I'm no closer to fulfilling what the Lord has for me. And so I started praying and said, God, I need to get out of this. I need to be able to go to Bible college and quit working at 2 jobs. And so I started applying for jobs, and the Lord had led me to work for a local city water department. And I prayed and I said, Lord, if you want me to have this job, I really want a job that I can that would work with fellow believers in Jesus Christ. And so I was just still not. I was still trying to figure it out and trying to get back to Him. So the Lord answered part of the prayer. I didn't even pray. I said, Lord, I didn't have the boldness to say, Lord, and it would be nice to work with some people from the Wesleyan Holiness persuasion too. And God answered the prayer. I didn't even pray. And my coworkers did not know who I was, and they were both Wesleyan Holiness individuals.
Wonderful.